Hey, beautiful people from YouTube. My name is Testimony, and today I'm talking about Pumpkin Soul. And the about Henry and Teddy. Now, Henry is a hockey player, and Teddy did work in the Philadelphia back in book one. He quit, and now he's back working for them. So Teddy and Henry met in a going to the main um going to work. And then Teddy almost got hit by a car. Henry saved his life. So that way they met. So he always had a big crush on Henry, Teddy. But since he's a gay open man, Henry is not gay. Um Something happens that Henrik and Teddy had to go to Ireland because Henrik got some bad news. Henrik um sister and niece got in a car accident. Sadly, the sister passed away, so he only got the niece. So Henrik didn't go until they got like, let me go with you. You know, I didn't be with you, so you don't need to be by yourself in the time. You know, like, thank you, Teddy. Thank you for a good friend and all that. And Henry is a type of guy who basically is a loner. He don't like to be with anybody. I mean, it kind of sounds like that, but he don't mean to be like that. It just happened to be like that. So so that way Teddy's go with him to Ireland and see it what going on, because Teddy Henry's parents are very old. The mom is, she don't even remember her kids or anybody. She don't really remember everything. And the dad is helping, but he getting old and he got hurt. So in a way that he could watch his, the grandkid in a way. So he need to be the big brother and go get him and bring him back to the US. Now we got a big issue with that because she is from over there. She was born and raised over there. She cannot leave the country. And then they are like, but I am the brother, I am the next kin together. And they're like, well, you are not married and you can't be with her at all. Even though he got the money and he got the medical thing that he needs to, to wash her and everything. But then Tim wouldn't allow it because he was unmarried. So to be able to get the niece, he had to get married. And so Teddy had a dumb idea. We had look, they get married. And I go to him and I like, but I'm not gay. I know you're not gay, Teddy. But Henry, but Teddy is more like the woman in the relationship, and Henry is like the dude. So, so Teddy is like the let me help you with this. He really really wants to help him, even though he have a big crush on him. He really wants to help him because that is the only family that he really have besides his parents. That is the only family that he have. Um And then Henry was paying for everything, for her sister, um, where they live. He was paying for everything before she died. So technically, he was already doing that. So he went to the courts and be like, "Let me do it. I want my niece. I need my niece." You know. So that way they had it to get married, and they had it to act like a couple right there and then. So right away after they got married, see, even though he was a hockey player, they didn't um wanted to give one to him because he was a hockey player. Why? Because he was going to town playing games. He didn't have time for her. I mean, I didn't have, all the care that she needs medical wise, but they didn't want it to see that. So Teddy are like, look, they get married, I can help you. Because Teddy is a physical therapist. He knows all the medical terms that she has. So with that, with a Teddy background, that way they improve him as guardian, both. Not only him, but both Teddy and him. So they moved together. They lived in a two bedroom apartment. His apartment, not Teddy. His parents apartment. So of course they do sleep together, and then the niece have her own room as well. And then throughout the days, you didn't have um people coming into the house, social services coming into the house, checking on her, but in that social service from the U.S. and from over them from Ireland. So the Ireland people come over here and check on the niece's well-being. Now, if it's not okay, then she didn't go back to Ireland. So because of that, they wanted to make everything as normal as possible for the little girl. So during the time, you're breaking news that somebody else is gay on the book, and that then found out that they got married. So now they're in the papers. So they keeping the news away from the paparazzi and everything at the same time. So, but in a way, people from his side are like, show you love your couple, but not your niece. Only Teddy. Show Teddy off. Show Teddy that you love him, blah, blah, blah. So during that time when they're like showing off the way that they love each other, the fake dating wise or fake marriage, they happen to fall in love with each other. They happen to like each other as friends, and then little by little, you could see that friendship going, more and more together. And Henry told Teddy, I never been with a man, but I love you like I never loved somebody before. That what he told Teddy, and Teddy are like, oh my God, I love you. So yeah, so Teddy and Henry and Denise, they getting date night, and then they have date for the kids because the other hockey players had kids. So they have a play date for the niece, you know. Then coming over here to Teddy, then going to the other teammate house for play dates. So you see a little bit, but you see a lot of but one couples, all four couples. You see them the most than you do the other one. the other two. So all in the very end of the book, they do. Then what I like about that one is they never really have a big fight, and he leaves. They never had that. That's what I like about it, and it wasn't really too much drama. It was mainly like sadness and trying to figure out how to raise that little girl and trying to build a new relationship at the same time with Teddy. So in the Teddy is like building within the relationship, they also raising a family together. And in the very end, they Teddy did adopt the niece and make it final, and they got remarried. Either they got married, but they got remarried and make it big. Because um Gary kind of felt bad for Teddy that he never did the big wedding. He only did the the little chapel. So he felt bad about that. So he gave him the biggest big wedding that he would ever want. So I gave it a 3-star rating. It was okay. For me it was okay. Yeah. It was okay for me. I wasn't bored, but honestly, in my opinion, throughout the whole book, I didn't feel a connection with Teddy and Henry. I didn't feel a connection, like they really, really love each other, they really have feelings. I didn't until like the very, very end. You read it, but I didn't feel nothing until like the very end. I could feel the love. And okay, I could feel the love with them now. But in throughout the book, I didn't feel anything. Because the whole time we were like, oh my god, my Teddy, like I said, Teddy had a big crush on him. The whole time I was like, oh my god, I really like him back then and all this. And Henry was complicated because he was there thinking about his niece the whole time, which, when you read it, you get it because the sister just died. He was thinking about family the whole time. And then you see a little bit thinking about Teddy and then less about the niece. And soon the niece got more healthy. Now it was thinking about Teddy and what Teddy needs and all that. So, like I said, these are winning. I got two other books here. One is kind of horror, and the other one is a other hockey book, hockey romance. So, okay, I got the Wits, that one, book two, the Wits, and the fourth one is the Chase, and it's the Build to You series, it's book two. So I didn't read the one that I hope I like it. I really do. There is a other hockey book that I want to get into. There is book two out of four books. So yeah. Um I got my Goodreads Instagram link down below. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.